I'm going to use Photopea to blur the background of a photograph. Um, Photopea, you can search it up and head to there. It's a free online photo editing. Um, this kind of effect would be like if you're using the portrait mode on your phone, it will blur the background. You can also get this effect using a camera, and you use a low number on your aperture, and it would blur the background and have your foreground in focus. We can also do this after the fact in something like Photopea. So here we go from the start. We got my background image in here. I'm going to select the subject. So I'm going to go and click and hold down on the magic wand here, and I want to get the object selection tool. And we'll see how it does selecting the subject. I think if you hit this button right here, it will make you watch an ad to select it. We're going to try doing click and drag with there, making a selection over it. I kind of struggled. Control D to deselect that, or Control Z to undo it. Let's see what the subject select does. See if that makes me watch an advertisement or not. Nope, it didn't, and it selected the subject, so perfect. Next, I'm going to do Control J on my keyboard. Control J puts that selection on its own layer, so we can check that out over here. Selection on one, background on the other. I'm going to go back and select that background. We're going to add a blur filter to the background. I'm going to change my tool real quick so it doesn't keep trying to select things. Okay, background selected, heading up to filter, heading down to blur, Gaussian blur. There's a lot of other ones in there you can check out if you want to. And we can crank up how much it's going to blur it. And it should show up in our preview. We can see it changing. So up to you and which photo you're using of how much you want it to blur. Once you get it to the point you want, click OK. And there you go, we did it. It does leave a little bit of a halo effect. You could definitely adjust your selection or remove some things behind it. Depending on your photo, it may not show up at all. When you're ready to save, head up to File. You could save it here. You could export it. It's whatever file type you may want. Done.